Hello to a blurry webcam. Oh, wait. Why? It's like Mondays. Seriously, Mondays. Welcome in, everyone. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. But Mondays, Jesus Christ. Oh, wait. This way. Nope. No. Why can't I get it? Slightly too close. Also, welcome in, Blue Steaker. Focusing in the wrong direction? I think I'm focusing in the wrong direction. I mean, it's probably fine now. There you go. Jesus Christ. No, there's no autofocus. I've disabled autofocus. Autofocus has not been a thing on this camera since I first set it up. No autofocus. It just refocuses randomly. Welcome in, Blue Steaker. How's it going? Hope you had a lovely weekend. It's stupid. I don't like it. I have considered turning on autofocus to get around this problem, actually. How was your weekend? Oh, so what do you mean first the mic? Mic? There's no problems with the mic. Was there problems with the mic? Oh, you mean the squeak squeak. Camera's thing's older. Yeah, the squeaky thing. Yeah, that's been fixed. It's not buttery smooth, thankfully. I'm glad for that, at least. So, you know, one thing at a time. But hope your weekend was good. Mine was decent, you know. With the completion of Expedition 33, I did have a lot more time on my hands. It was weird. So I did stuff. At first I was like, oh, I'm going to use that time to, you know, continue learning Genki. Because I haven't touched this book in too long. I really should be learning from this, but instead I'm just learning words. But I need to be learning the like the grammar and stuff. And be going through that book. For some reason I'm not, because it's a book. If it was digital, I would do it so much better. But because it's a physical book, it's so hard for me. Here we go. It's lovely. I'm glad to hear that. But yeah, I had so much time, so I did some stuff in the game. In my game. Nothing like huge. You know. It's not like I made an entirely new level layout and game layout. I played around with some stuff. I definitely didn't do any of that. All I did was set up some settings that I thought would be useful, but I didn't set them up in terms of what they do, but I did set them up so they worked and saved. So, yep. Also, I passed my test. Yay! I posted about it in the Discord, but I passed the test. Hey, Jonathan, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Where is it? Where is it? why is the button not working? Why is everything not working today? Aha! I passed the test. 86.25%. Good enough. That's a solid B. Spent all weekend sculpting assets towards building an atlas, hoping to get around to a PCG tree and possibly a PCG dungeon. Nice. Best of luck. Yeah, apparently passing grade was 75%. I thought it was 80%, but either way, even for 80%, I would have passed at 85%. So yay, I passed. And then today I had to do another little thing. Where they're like, basically, here's how, like, a bunch of videos and like it's telling you how to make content, like on-demand content, like videos. And as you might imagine, I didn't really need to watch that much of it. It was like, here's two sections. There's an hour and a half one, and then there's a 30-minute one, and then there's like a mandatory quiz afterwards you have to take. And I'm like, okay, thankfully there were videos. And so because there were videos, first I put them at 2x, and then I realized, why am I even watching this 2x? Let me just skip through this. Yep. I know. Yep, done in like 10 minutes. And then the next one, yeah, skip this, test, done. I missed one question on the quiz. It's like, who'd have figured that doing content and the thing like asking about creating like videos on demand would be relatively simple for me. I know, crazy. But I did that today and I passed that. So now is the next stage. Hopefully, maybe tomorrow, if I'm lucky. But I think there's probably only the part where I have to probably submit content, which I'll just submit my videos, obviously, unless they force you to create a tutorial on something specific, which I really doubt, because I'm sure everyone does different tutorials, so I doubt they're gonna ask for like, here, make a tutorial on this specific thing. So I'll just, like, if they just need tutorials or like videos, like as examples, like, here you go, here's my channel, enjoy. So I'm close. I'm getting closer to being I forget what it's called. Unreal certified? It's not certification. How's it called? How's this thing called? I always forget. I'm getting closer to being an Unreal authorized instructor. Authorized instructor. Because if you're not this, then you're not authorized to be an instructor. I don't know what it means. But it's an Unreal authorized instructor. Do you access do I get access to Epic developer staff for questions about the engine? Probably not. I probably don't get anything. The only reason I decide to even do this is for primarily because it said that I might get early access to stuff, to like beta tests or whatever else. That was the number one reason. Number two reasons I get to like be like, look guys, learn from my videos. I'm authorized by Epic or Unreal or whatever it's called. And that's it. That's the end of that. If anything else comes from it, like, cool, I guess. But really, I really want the earlier access to stuff, potentially. Or, like, for them to tell me what's coming earlier and, like, stuff like that. I'm a simple man. I'm but a simple man who is now seeing freaking sunspot where my face is again. It'd be interesting to chat with a group that develops PCG for Unreal. I can already do that. Yeah, if you're ever in the Unreal Source Discord, and you can go to the PCG Framework channel, Adrian is one of the Epic devs, and there's a few of them there who chats all the time in the PCG Framework channel. So, yeah, if you have questions, like, I mean, you obviously can't answer everything, but yeah, you already just chat with people. Like, obviously, he's not going to can't tell me like what is coming. That's the thing. So that's what I want to know. Although 5.7 has been a little lackluster, I will say. You know, I feel like 5.7 does not have very much. I don't know. I'm gonna edit the stream of that and post it as a video. Edit a video for tomorrow after the stream today. I could have done that yesterday when I had a lot of free time, but I completely forgot to do that yesterday when I had a lot of free time. So I'm gonna have to do it today, late, edit it and upload it for tomorrow. Because this dum-dum forgot to do it when he had time. Good job, me. But yeah, that's that. Metal chestnut. Yeah. Chestnut I don't think is very accurate for me. I feel like chestnut's too big. If you're referring to my brain, mine's more of a peanut. Like maybe that size, maybe smaller. Yeah. Anyway, should I show some stuff that I did? Should I show some of the mining that I did off stream? Probably a good idea. Where did I put my face? So I don't. Goddamn sun. It's because it's now setting. So after like in a month or so or less, it'll probably move to the point where it's not going to be in the way. But for now, let's do this. So I did a little bit of stuff. Not very much, don't worry. So if you go to the options now, I think I turned off the background since last time. I don't remember. I played around with the colors, I think, off stream. Where it's now I just made the background super dark. And so this reads a lot better. But if I go to gameplay, I have a few options here. Minimap. Minimap display enemies. Minimap transparency. And I don't know if I'll hook up all of these. Because I don't know if I can control these very easily. Or not. But I'm going to try. And then the player health bars. Right? I think we set this up before. We just haven't... They don't do anything. None of these do anything. But I added the mini-map stuff here. So, I know, crazy stuff. Can't believe I did all that since last night. Way too much mining off stream. I definitely didn't do anything else off stream. There's absolutely nothing that I did off stream since yesterday. Since Friday. This is exactly how things always looked. Yep. Yeah. Oh, he will stun, huh? I need to adjust him. Yeah, so this is exactly how things always have been and always are. Yeah. I need to fix that flamethrower probably right away. This is a prototype very much. Alright, I increased the attack speed. I should be attacking faster. That's why my damage is low. I got so used to the old damage. There we go. Anyway. I did some mining off stream. Hope you like. It doesn't quite work. Not everything here works. Like, obviously this place is just way too small or too narrow for like the elites. It doesn't really work for them. So like this is like a good prototype though. For this to work, I would need to make the roads like far wider. But this is more of what I want, I think, compared to like the Japan one. Is my potion button and the portal button the same? They might be. Hey, Zebra, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. If you can, it's usually best to only have stairs going to the up right or the up left, never downwards. I can, but the thing is, these rotate. These maps just rotate, so they can face in any direction. I can make them not rotate, and then I can specifically say this is the rotation of this map. But I didn't because it was easier for this test. But yes, I can make it so the maps never rotate, and then I have full control over this is the angle that I will look at it from. And down the line, maybe that's a thing. Input. Let me double check real quick. Active item is Q. Potion is F. Oh yeah, potion and open portal are both F. Whoopsie. Should I make the potion control? That seems fine. Just when you go to a hardening stage, something we learned as we develop dungeons on Diablo 4. Oh, did you work on Diablo 4? Nice. Yeah, that is definitely something I noticed when I was like, if I can't see the stairs, it's definitely worse. But yeah, for this, there's only three maps. And the three maps are not even three maps. This starting area does not repeat anywhere. This is just a starting area. And then if I just eject, right? Then it's just literally it's the same two. It's this one and this one. Just repeat it over and over and over. Just because that's what I grabbed from the demo level, basically. I just took the demo level and then I tweaked it to fit, you know, where I need to. But one thing I definitely noticed, unfortunately, is as you saw, if we go to like here. So for example, if I turn this on, it's the navigation is just it's not great, and I like forced things. And if they're big, if they're like elites, the bigger versions, they're not even gonna be able to squeeze through here. So, and if I set this up because this is to even get this, I told it that, hey, pretend like the size of the mesh is what? Nav mesh. No. Height, length, no, not you. Where is it? Agent radius is 35. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I have bigger agent radiuses. Either way. It's not great, this navigation. Like this stairs, see, they can't even go these stairs, right? And I need them to go up and down the stairs. So, that for a prototype is fine. DJL, well, there's a name I haven't seen in a while. How's it going? You're alive? I thought you abandoned me. Apparently, you've returned. You forgot how bad it was here. I get it. I also suffer from short-term memory loss occasionally. There's a meme of the make it exist first. True. Can you add invisible cubes that contribute to nav mesh? Not say we did that or didn't do that. So, you know what's funny? I was actually thinking about basically canceling or like removing, not even removing. I mean, you could remove all the collisions, but effectively just put invisible blocking volumes to work as collisions for like the stairs, this. The problem still is where these are too thin. So I guess, yeah, if the collision volume was thicker, then theoretically they can go, you know, further. But yeah, right. If I make this one thicker, right, it goes a little further. It's not perfect. So I think visually I'd want bigger areas as well. So I think first I'd want just bigger walking areas. And then navigation would probably just follow that naturally. Yeah. Because this is nice. Like for my character, this is fine. But like an elite is double size of a regular, and they would not fit here. No matter what I would do, they would not fit here. Right? An elite cannot squeeze by right here. They're too small. But the reason they're this small at all is because, again, I grabbed it from the demo level. Almost exactly. This is the demo level. Right? So I basically just took this and just reworked it a little to give it like add entrance here, right? I reworked this to kind of work with my container to have exits and entrances at the right places. Same thing here. I think I scooched this over. Stairs gone because I needed a connection that's better. Right, so I made some tweaks. But you could see that's basically all I did. Right, I didn't spend hours and hours and hours crafting this from scratch. I didn't have time. This is just like a prototype. Hey, is this gonna work? And so I did it from here. But, you know, now that I know, yeah, it'll work. And I go from there. And the idea, by the way, is also, because they're floating islands, what I'm going to do is create like an area where you jump down, and then you'll be teleported down to a lower level, so there'll be floating islands below. So when you're at the top one, theoretically, you should be able to see the ones below. Assuming it generates like a lot of verticality, which I'll want to try generate a lot of verticality. You'll generate the ones below, and then you'll go down. And I can make it so you spawn at the top one, and then you always go down towards the exit. So I think still as a prototype, as a little test setup, I think it was still fine. Yeah. Or even here, like even this, yeah, I can fit here, but it's still a bit tight. I think if everything was like double in size, if everything doubled in size, I think it would be probably fine. Unfortunately, it's not as simple as scaling this all up by 2, I'm pretty sure. But that's kind of the idea, probably, is what I'll need to do is just scale it all in by 2, set the bounce to be twice as big, so everything will just be bigger. Probably. Can't say for sure, probably. We'll test that later. For now, though, we got a menu to work with. We got some controls to add. We're gonna start with the player health bar stuff and go from there. You were on shoot and then jet lag. I mean, you were on shoot and then jet lag. I mean, that just sounds like miserable. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I had to go through all that. It's, yeah. I'm happy to never have to do that. I'll be honest. Because the thing that I hope to never have to travel for work. Because traveling for work, they pay you just for the time, like your travel time and the time you'd work somewhere else. But that's not really the time that you spent for work now, is it? You've now also spent the time after work not be able to do what you want. So you're still working. Like, after I get home or to the hotel or whatever, I cannot stream the games, relax. To me, it's all work. So I'm happy to not do that. So, yeah. But as long as you enjoy yourself, that's the main thing. You're having beers also good? I mean, I guess. I don't drink, so I can't really relate. Oh, I also added one other setting that I forgot about. Again, nothing's implemented, but I had a screen shake setting. So you can toggle screen shake on and off. Good stuff. Yeah. Let's start with controlling the health bars. So to do that, we're going to get the settings. We're going to need these settings probably for multiple things on the characters. So what I could do is set this up on the characters.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
On the main parent character, and then I'll have access to all the settings off the main player character. Or because it's a blueprint interface, I could just put it where I need it, I guess. But I feel like just putting this once in the player character is fine. there something on the player that I'd want? Probably. Oh yeah, I should put it on the player because then I can control the visibility for stuff. Yeah. Mm-mm. Yeah. So let's go on to the main character. So I guess we could do this on begin play, probably. On game start. We can do get player controller. Get HUD. Ooh. Hold on. Get player controller, get HUD would get it from the player. If the player's not valid yet, this wouldn't get anything, would it? Hold on. I don't think we can put this here. I don't think we could put this here. Let's find out. I think that's true. No, I guess we can. No, I think that's true. Okay. Never mind. I thought we wouldn't be able to get the player controller HUD, but I guess this is getting the HUD of this, not like. So I guess it's fine. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Get user settings. Promote to variable. Settings. I'll call it the same thing as it is here. Settings JSON file. Put it under utility. Current attack trace should go under damage. Decal scale. I think that's damage stuff. Let's do utility. Okay. So now that we have this, do we have the player reference, but we don't have any we don't have a character reference, do we? Oh, we need. So then putting it there is pointless. Putting it here is pointless, actually, because I don't have a reference to. Okay, you know what? Forget I did that. Forget I did that. We're putting it in the actor component. Exactly, Zebra. Yes, you get it. I just made this variable and nothing is attached to it. Why is it taking so long? Come on. There we go. So what we want to go to is here. Is it this one? No. Use stamina, no. Modify health, no. Put XP, drink health potion, no. In-car, modify XP, initialize stats. No. Update over the health bar. Okay. That graph was the last one. So we want to modify this. Now hold on a second. Ooh. I might... This is separate from the debuffs. This is just the health bar. Yes. Okay. It's trying to forget as well. Yeah. I think the problem is it did forget. I think that's why it took so long, because it did forget. It's like, what you want me to? I don't know this variable. So from here, we can do get field. Is that the best way of doing this? Yeah. Get field. Self-contained loop. Well, the best kind of loops are the ones that are self-contained. So the field name that we want to get is, if we go to here and we go to player health bar, it's called player health bar because I called it that. I'm just going to copy paste it so it's exactly the right thing. It doesn't know what value it is by default, I guess. But all it is a Boolean. So I want to check if this... Oh, I guess... let's do... Get owner. Check hashtag. If the owner is... a player, and this is true, right, then we're good. We continue on. If the owner is not a player, that means we need to get a different field. So this is going to be for the enemy. So for the enemy one, enemy health bar. And then what we can do is just say not Boolean. So not the player and is the enemy. We do an or Boolean. Hey, Skronek, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. From behind the trash cans in the kitchen, the tentacles have found the knife drawer. It's getting dangerous. So what you do is, you go out to the backyard and you grab your shovel. The shovel is longer, so you can whack them from further away. And if you absolutely need to, just bend the shovel in a way that you'll make a point, make a sharp point, and then you stab like a spear. What happened to my hair? Nothing. Still the same. Nothing happened to my hair. Oh, oops, I plugged this into the wrong thing. Still all there. So, let's test some stuff. I have no health bar. Oh, this is not a true or false. Ooh. That's not a true or false. That's not a right. That's an integer. Okay. What we can do is store a few variables here. Yep. Yep. Let's store... I guess I don't need to store both enemy health bar and player health bar. I guess I can store one of them. Okay. What we need to do is add a variable. It's going to be enemy health bar color. That's all we need to do. Integer. And player. Health bar color. That is not a Boolean. Yeah, a hot and cold zone drove you nuts. A hot and cold zone. For what? What you talking about? And slow-mo, but that was easy? No, yeah, but like, Han's cold zone for what? I understood that was for your game. I just didn't understand what, when you said Han cold zone, for what parts exactly. Not about... Look, I understood some of that, okay? Just, I mean, some, not all, but, you know, still. I meant, so this, and then this is, player health bar color is greater than 0. So where's the hot and cold zone? There's some areas where you can't go because you're too cold in warm zones to warm you back up. Ah. Well, hold on. If you can't go to the cold areas because it's too cold, then why would you need to warm up if you've never gone? Or can you go there but for only a limited time, but you get cold while in there? Something like that? Yes, limited time. Okay. Okay, I understand. It's like in that PAL world area. Where they had a cold area, you need to have a nice jacket on. I don't know why that is the game that came to mind that has a cold zone. I'm sure there are other areas that have cold zones, but I don't play too many games like that. I think so my head went to PAL World. You don't know you're not a furry? What does that have to do with PAL Worlds? Are you saying Pokemon is also a furry and so is Digimon and Dragon Quest? Are they all furries to you? Out of curiosity? Because that's the logic that I think I'm seeing here. Because if one of those, because they're all, you know, in the same ballpark, so I'm imagining that if one of them is a furry considered, then they all should be furries, right? Hey, Sermon, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Furries? Yeah, apparently we're talking about furries now. PAL World was mentioned. I guess we're learning that PAL World is a furry. But then so is Pokemon and Digimon and everything else then. Logically. I should do... I should store this as a variable too. Yeah. Can I put this all on a local variable? I mean, a function, which will allow me to do local variables. Collapse to function, no. What do I have here that cannot be put onto a function? What possible thing? Okay. Can I not put this on a function? I can. Can I put this on a function? I can. What? I can put all of this on a function. Oh, there we go. Maybe I made a bad selection. It's a slippery slope down to the pound with peanut butter. You refunded Civ 7 on Xbox and got it on Switch 2 instead. Played it on Xbox for a few weeks though. How did you manage that one? Switch 2 has mouse controls and 4K. And the Xbox One doesn't? First Pokemon, then taking pictures of your cat in a dress, then wearing cat ears and a miniskirt. So, there's a slight problem with your logic. Okay? Taking pictures of a cat in a dress people already do that. They already dress up their cats. And wearing cat ears in a miniskirt is fine, depending on who you are. In fact, I'm sure there's websites dedicated to people doing just that. Me? No, I don't have a cat. So I never got past Pokemon. I stopped at just Pokemon. And then the whole taking pictures of your cat in a dress, I can't get past that. So because I can't get past step 2, I have not gone to wearing cat ears in a miniskirt. I obviously have them prepared in my closet, but I haven't gone the cats yet, so I need to wait. If you were to try to be a furry, you would end up looking like the cat and the hat guy from the movie. The cat and the hat guy from the movie. Where was there a live action movie of Cat in a Hat? Don't tell me there's a live action movie of that. Oh dear God. Well, this is not horrifying. Look, there's worse things you could have said. You could have said you were going to be like the Cats movie. So it could be worse. But that's still creepy. That's your boy. It's the human eyes. Yeah, there's a few things. I mean, it's not as bad as the Cats movie, okay? I've never seen it, but I've seen pictures of it, and it's horrifying. You guys know the Cats movie? This is the Cats movie. just like, I don't need to watch. This is just the thing that gets me that I heard is that they didn't have assholes on these costumes, and apparently somebody wanted them to all have assholes. So somebody had to comp assholes on all the costumes. There's a cut of cats with buttholes. Oh yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But didn't they add that to the? Didn't they add that to the final thing? Not to, or was that supposed to be a joke? I thought it was they added it to the final thing, because again, I haven't watched it. They removed them. Oh, so they first had them and someone had to go in and remove all of them. Sorry, I got it backwards then. Sorry, yeah, I got it backwards. Prefer Michael Pfeiffer as Catwoman? I have so many questions. Starting with, who is Michael Pfeiffer? Wait, that's Michelle. You mean Michelle Pfeiffer? That's definitely not a Michael. I searched for Michael Pfeiffer as Catwoman. I was very confused. That's why I googled it, because what do you mean there's a guy playing Catwoman? Okay, so that makes more sense. Yeah. Felix Michael, no judgments. My judgment would be on who decided that it should be Michael. Why not Timmy? Timmy's audition was good too. Character player and this. Okay, I think I did it right. Timmy Catwoman. Yeah. Boom. Apply. Okay. Oh. Right. When I apply, I need to do something. So I need to... Ooh. How do we do this? The production of the VFX for Cats was a clusterfuck. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. How do we... This is the mini-map. Health bar. How do we tell every single enemy to... I guess we need to use event dispatcher. Oh, I guess we could go apply settings from the dispatcher. But that would mean that here... Right, I would need to cast to the game mode. So I would need to... I would need to cast the game mode to do that. Is there no better way? Because I can get the setting easily, but I need to do it when it's applied. I need to trigger something when it's applied. You have many friends of yours who worked on it? You should buy them a drink. They probably need one. The Cat in the Hat is way better as thing 1 and thing 2. I'm anti-aliasing my game. You're going to alias everything. I mean, that is an art style. Oh, DJ, Jesus, DJO. I think it's a little too heavy for the stream. YouTube changed again. Now when you click full screen, the chat is in the window. And it's now harder to see the buttons like play and such because it's transparent now. Yeah, they're changing things. Why? I don't know. It was fine before. Why they change it? I don't know. Try and see if there's any way around this. Do you have to cast to be able to do an event dispatcher? Is there another way? Yeah, types to your game like Pokemon Man. The small change was tied to a lot of stuff. Oh, I know the feeling. I know the feeling. You think, oh, I'm just gonna do this one little thing, and then bam, you redo half your game. In order to listen to an event dispatcher, you first have to cast to the object or thing. Or is there another method? I need to listen to the game mode. To the Ask Siri? I'm not an Apple guy. I don't have a Siri. You made the mistake of deleting a variable in a structure. You have to go to every blueprint that it has called and get rid of the red pin that doesn't exist. Oh, yeah, I've done that many times. I'm using blueprints, C++. Siri makes you mad nowadays because of AI. It would mean to Siri because it doesn't know simple things or tells me. Use Claude for coding? What is Claude? So far, Grok has been the best from once I tried, and I have no reason to go somewhere else until it shows that's bad. I mean, obviously 5.7 will try Unreal's built-in one, but it better be really good. Get player controller. From the player controller, drag and get HUD. Check HUD type optional casting. If your HUD is a custom class, you may need to cast, ensure you're exiting the correct. So I asked, like, is there a non-cast way? And it's telling me, yeah, cast. And you get it. So the answer is no. That is how you have to do it. Okay. Okay, fine. Cast to hold on. Oh, these are function libraries. Let me double check that there isn't a game instance one HUD interface. Hold on. Open main menu. No. Inputs, user settings. Set apply upscaling method. Get user settings. Save user setting to disk. Update player camera FOV. Restore audio volume. Could I interfaces? Could I make a No, no, I wouldn't be able to use a blueprint interface for. No, it has to be an event dispatcher. You said, okay, calling your mom. If that actually happened, that's hilarious. You've been playing with 5.7, nanite foliages are cool. Nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing around with that. Should be nice. Keyword should be. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Don't I have... Wait. Oh no, the HUD is always there. The HUD is always there, but wait. Hold on. The game mode. I have a reference from the game mode, don't I? I have a reference to it from the game mode, which means but you need to. But then we need to cast the game mode. What I could do is instead, I could make a blueprint interface that's just be like get character. I put that on the main character, and then from any actor component, I can get the reference to the character class exactly. That's one way of doing it. Sure, we'll put it under combat. Get character class. Parent class. It will return BP character parent. A character base. Not parent. This is the first time you've used the Switch 2 mouse controls. It's pretty neat. Feels right. You can move slow or fast. Very precise. Nice. I wonder how long it would take to, like, or if it... I'm assuming you need a mouse pad for that. Because I'm sure that if you use, like, a non-mouse pad, then it might, like, rub out, like, the feet of it. Probably. Maybe. Let's move this to... I'll put it in a separate section, utility. Self. Okay, so now we can do get owner. Then get character base class. And now we have this. So we can do this. Just right at the beginning here. Promote to variable. And now, what we can do is bind event, or no, sorry, get game mode reference, get HUD reference, bind event. Hold on. Oh, this is the main menu one. This isn't the options main. Hold on. Main. No, this is the main options menu. How do I get reference to this? Wait. Oh, get options menu reference. There's already created one for that. No. No, that's mine. Set options menu reference. No, that's my stuff. Oh, I get a user object reference here. Hold on. I can do... Well, this will open it. Oh, it's fine. You know what? We can... If I open it, I can promote to a variable. Why is this more complicated than it used to be? Yeah. Yeah. Store this as a reference. And then I'm realizing that I don't need actually to do this from non-player, because it only will be updated from the player. So this whole setup is not needed. That's not needed. Instead, When we do initialize stats, and we do here, we got the character reference. I can do all of that. Then I can do get easy pause menu reference. Find event. Why do I not have apply here? Do I not have a reference to it? The options menu? I just need a reference to the options menu because we need to bind this. You know what I could do? Try to do find references. We'll find reference to everything across everything, because then I can maybe find another one that has this dispatcher set up. And I can see how it's set up on that thing. Now this is mine. Options menu reference. Where did you set this from? Set my. Oh, here we go. Get all widgets of class. Self, outer, cast to it. If it doesn't find it. Okay, well, this turned out to be more challenging than I would have hoped. Unfortunately, the person that is running the plugin is not online right now, but I'll post in the Discord and ask anyway. We'll see if I hear back. Probably won't. Okay. In the meantime, we'll try to keep figuring it out. You have two enums. You're trying to set one and update it with the other. The value of the enum never changes. What? I don't understand the problem. You have two enums, so you set both. But if you're not changing the enum, then why even set them? I'm confused. Works everywhere, has a removable felt clip, but it works without it. And on your pants. My pants specifically? Oh. I was wondering where my pants went. I'm not sure I understand the question, Skronik. Sorry. You have two enums you're trying to set, but you never change the value, so why are you setting them? Or then what's the problem? How do we get access to easy options menu? Let's see if we go to core. You know what we can try doing? I could try where's the reference viewer? You. Hold on. Option. Good game. Open options menu. Easy options menu. Handle options menu. Bind events on menu close or menu closed. No, what we want to do is get a reference to here. Promote to variable. Easy options menu reference. And then we can do it. But this is in the main menu. I don't need to do it here. I need to do it in the pause menu. But this... Is the pause menu the main menu? Sorry, one moment. Yes. No, it's easy pause menu. Where's the pause menu? Easy pause menu. Uh-huh. Quit, load. Open options menu. Here. You put one into the other as a set to update the current and last state. The current enum into set of last enum. Last enum never updates its value. It's always the same. I don't have an example. So you mean you did this? So you put something in here and it did this, and the second value is not updating? Is my understanding that? Because this should update from this, if you did it like this. You set one, and then it'll automatically set the other. Yeah, this should automatically set both. If it doesn't, check that you don't overwrite it somewhere else. That's the only thing I can think of. That's what she did? Nothing? Try setting it. My guess is it's being overwritten. I would put it like on a tick or something. Put it on a tick and then just read what it's saved to on tick. And when you save onto it, look if it updates even for a single tick and goes back, or if it doesn't update ever when you press the button. With a print string when you updated it. So do a print string after setting it, of like a different color, and then also on a tick, just keep printing it. And if you see it change for one tick and change back, that means you're overwriting it somewhere. It doesn't ever update, but you couldn't tell why? You're sure they never updated? So like you did a tick test, you did on print string, like... Yeah, I would have... I mean, obviously, there's no way for me to tell without actually, like, going in and trying things, so... I can only go from information, but based on that, it should update. And if it doesn't, my only guess is it's overwriting somehow. What? What? Why don't I have this? Easy pause menu reference. It's just a type of user widget. No. Make it of a type. WP easy pause menu. That doesn't work, huh? Okay, great. Okay. No. It's because it hasn't been created yet. It's because here it hasn't been created yet. So if I did a custom event, pause menu opened. Excuse me. I tried to look it up, but that stupid Googlebot kept blocking any good results. Googlebot? People on real forums seem to give crap answers. I think they just don't know. Or not understand the question. Are you trying to put health on different widget? No. I'm just trying to get a reference to the new HUD that I'm using. Because, oh, not the HUD, the options menu. I need to know when I hit apply in the options menu, so that way when I hit apply in the options menu, it can update different settings. But I need to know that information. Hey, Kita, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. So here I need to do pause menu opened. Yes, okay. Okay, so what we can do is this. So from here, get easy options menu reference. And then promote this to variable. Bind event to apply settings. So that will help with this. And then on the player, I only want to do this once, I guess. So here we can just do once. Yep, because we only need to set this up and bind it once. I don't think this is the best way of doing this, but anyway. Hey, good guys, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Test what text? Test the tech stuff? No, the thing that I keep forgetting the name of. What's the name of it? The Unreal Authorized Instructor test. I passed that test. Where is it? Look at me, I'm so smart. I got an 80, so I got a B. You left to change your bed sheets and your cat was helping by being in the way. She loves helping you with that. Nice. Nice, wow, big brain. That was definitely the thing, I think, of the whole process that I was the most worried about. I was like, it took me like 35, 40 minutes out of the 1 hour that I had for the test. For you, literally was the best for me. Oh, I see. You could literally, the B was the best I could ever do because you're saying I'm stupid. Is that, am I putting down what you're, or picking up what you're putting down? What kind of questions to ask? Like really random ones. There's one that was like, what is the yellow? They're all randomized. I'm sure they have a giant collection of questions and they just pick random ones. Like one of them was like, what is the yellow dot in the launcher mean? Like if you get a yellow dot, what does that mean? Another one was like, I'm trying to remember. What's another one? I don't remember. You were the best you could do. Your brain's not braiding. It's okay, Good Guts. Yes, you're fine. You're fine. So we do all this, then we have the health bar. So then we can do get health bar. Hold on, where's the health bar color? What? Why do I have a variable? Oh, here, health bar color. That's where we need to change the color. Okay. So here we go. So let's set this up here first. So we want to do a select based on is player to you. You know how it works at this point? Yeah. You want to sleep down? Take care, guys. Have a good night. You want to watch Friday's stream and see what's new with you? Don't worry. Video coming out tomorrow, Good Guts. I'm going to edit it after the stream. It'll be nice to edit it down. Is it worth it watching? Watch it tomorrow. At 9 a.m. Pacific. So maybe as I, you know, I managed to get it out for tomorrow. Then, yeah. So then select here, and then we select by player health bar color. And then we have how many options? Should have told you to watch both SMH. I mean, it's fine. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's 6. Yeah. So it's 0 to 6. Okay, great. That's already throwing errors. Deal with that later. So we have red, green, blue, was it orange, purple, yellow? Orange, purple, yellow. Why is this? Access on trying to read property, easy options menu reference. Okay, so what we do then is convert to validate get. If it is valid, we do this. If it is not valid, we reset this. So we can try again later. Oh, I see. When we open it, the pause menu, we might not necessarily open the... Shit. God, why is this so much more difficult than I want it to be? Congratulations, you found the hidden error message. I know, and I didn't want to. Could the hidden error message go away, please? Okay, let's do, I mean, purple. Orange. Hello. I'm realizing I don't have, like, teal or aquamarine, which is the other side. I definitely have more warm colors. Instead of yellow, although I should do yellow. Instead of orange, I should do teal. Or I guess it'll be, yeah. It's more like light blue, but like... Does that have... Yeah, it should be teal. So let's change that. Teal. Teal. Wait, why is this teal, purple, yellow? Purple, teal, yellow. Teal, purple, yellow. What? Did I get it in the wrong order? Okay. Teal, purple. Oh, okay. Oh, we'll test it. How the heck do you spend your YouTube chat experience? You don't. It is a useless thing that YouTube decided to add that just shows who is the #1 supporter of the stream. You get experience by chatting, but you have a limited amount you can get, I think, per hour is our guess, which I think is 75, and you get it pretty quickly, so you don't need to send very many messages. And then the only other way of getting experience is by doing, like, throwing money at me, basically. Super chats or super stickers, I believe, give XP as well. And then it gets reset the next stream. It is pointless. Yeah, it is, yeah, don't do it. If you want to throw money at my face, you know, I'm not going to stop you. But how do you get money out of me? That's hard. See, that's hard. How do you get money out of me? Oh no. Oh, you know what we can do? I'm just thought about this. I can do potentially a from the pause menu. When we do this, I could put a interface that says, like, save easy options menu reference. Oh, we need to do a... I can't do get owner here. Okay, what we can do is... Why don't you do it here? Where's my main widgets? I would need to do it in... No, I would need to do it here. You 3D model me an egg, $5? You like... You 3D model me an egg and give me $5? Yeah, sure. Sure. Give me $5 and an egg. That sounds great to me. What I'm gonna do is get player pawn. And I can do a blueprint interface. if we go to core, utilities, HUD interface on this one. Could I add a get options menu reference? And then it's going to take an input of easy options menu main. I think you're confused. You're not giving anyone $5 unless you see them lay an egg. So you're saying if I give you a chicken, you'll give me $5 per egg. Honestly, that's a pretty good. Yeah, maybe I'll get myself a chicken. You know, I can be making all sorts of money then. Yeah, that sounds a great deal. I'll go grab myself a chicken after the stream. You're raking in the money. I appreciate it. This is the reference. That's the menu. Let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. Golden eggs. See, you're just changing the contract. You can't be changing the contract after it's, you know, it wasn't written. You know? Your terms were you're not giving anyone $5 unless you see them lay an egg. You never specified golden egg. That's too late now. You're now changing the deal. Or cranberry cream eggs. Yeah, Zebra. Zebra gets it. It's $5 per egg. It's a pretty good deal. Wait, did I do this wrong? I did this wrong because it shouldn't be on this. I need to put it on the combat one, which is where I was putting it before. I don't need to put it in the combat one. I just need to put it in one the player has. Which one does the player have? Maybe there's a better one. Abilities, combat. Okay, yeah. Fair enough. Combat it is. Get easy options menu. Reference. Widget. You see how they get that goes to the chicken? Yeah, but if I own the chicken, then I own the money. Right? It's like a business. If the people you hire are making money for the business, the money goes to eventually the business. Even though that person might have been a salesperson who got money, but it was for the business. So in the end, it always comes back to me. So I appreciate it. I'll make sure to get a few chickens. Or really expedite this process. I'll definitely make things a lot easier, I think. Chicken's money? Yeah, but it'll pay for itself. Trust me. If chickens didn't pay for themselves in the amount of eggs, they hatch, there wouldn't be any egg farmers. But there are, because they pay for themselves. How much is a egg laying chicken? An egg-laying chicken costs anywhere from 20 to 50 bucks. Yeah, I think I'll recoup my money pretty quickly. Yeah. I think I'll be just fine. You're gonna be sorry the price of eggs goes up again, and you're gonna have to
here, pausing for ads.
Stand by the egg deal. What do you mean? I don't have to buy eggs anymore. I'll have a chicken that lays all my eggs. It's gonna be great. You're saying you're only going to give me $5 per each egg. I mean, right now, the cost of eggs in the store is like pennies to the dollar. So, I'll be making like big bucks for each egg. That's pretty good. Just saying. I mean, I appreciate the deal. So, easy pause menu reference we don't need anymore. We just need this. So when we do this, easy pause menu. So what we can now do is when we open the pause menu for the first what? Did I say this wrong thing? Easy pause menu. Did you compile it? Is that the problem? Easy options. Oh, did I put the wrong one. That's why. Easy options menu. Don't need this or this. Okay. So you're going to add a weapon where the character holds a chicken and fires farm fresh mayhem. I wasn't going to, but that sounds amazing. If I could, maybe I would, because that would be hilarious. There is one thing that I've been considering, which is some games that have spiders make an arachnophobia mode where they replace spiders with something else. And I have been considering replacing the spider with something silly. So it would have all the same, it would be just literally the same abilities and everything. It would just need to be another character that's not a spider with the same abilities. Still shoots spider webs, still does all the same animations, but it would just not be a spider. And maybe it's a chicken. Maybe really a chicken. Because that'd be funny. Have them crawl on screen during the spider fight. I'm not replacing it with a clown. that would be funny, though. You know, I will say that would be funny. If it's valid, do once. Set the value. And then set the time. Start the timer. I don't even need to set the variable, actually. I should, just to have it, actually. Yeah, it's fine. And it's not pause menu opened. That's what confused me. It's options menu opened. So if it's valid, which it should be, I should only do this once. And then what are the people afraid of? Oh yeah, public speaking. Make them do public speaking in the boss fight. No, what people are truly afraid of is going outside and socializing. That is true fear. So really, if I wanted to make a horror game, it would be a regular horror game, but when you got to a certain point, it would make sure that whatever the horror game is would require you to use a webcam and a mic. And then whenever you got to a certain place, you would be forced to be put in a group call with other people in that same area, and there would be something everyone would need to be socialize and communicate with others for. That'd be cruel and unusual punishment, but it'll be hilarious. Hey, Neo Dragus, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Oh. Oh, I need this to be a global variable. Fine, let's make it a global variable. Is player. Forced socialization. Ah, your nightmare. I'm doing all right. Anytime you have to cancel plans and stay home, there's a huge sense of relief. No idea why. The problem is you do need to occasionally accept those plans. If you cancel too much, like I occasionally have done in the past, people stop asking, and then that forever fizzles. So occasionally you do have to accept it. The problem is knowing how often you need to accept it, because that's different for every person. Some people are like, oh, they'll keep asking you for dozens and dozens and dozens of times. Other people are like, you get 2 tries. If you say no to both times, that's it. Never ask again. So usually it's probably safe to do you need to accept within the first 2 is what I've found. If you accept, best one is to accept the first time someone invites you out, just accept, and then you can make excuses afterwards for a little while, and then you can accept it after 2 or 3 times, accept again. And then as long as you accept at a reasonable, amount, they'll continue asking you to go where. If you never want to be asked, of course, then just refuse, but chances are they'll stop asking you. And there might be a cool thing. What test did you pass? Congrats, whatever it was. I passed the thing that I keep forgetting the name of, the Unreal Authorized Instructor test. That doesn't mean I'm an Unreal Authorized Instructor yet, but I passed the test. So I'm on to the next stage. Try my best here. If everyone was laughing at you because she knew you had to leave the house and go to the store and buy more cheese sticks. I mean, why would that be laughing? That'd be like, get me some. Okay, still nothing. Okay, great. Access not trying to read property health bar. Okay. This works though, okay. Oh, I see the problem. I know why. It's because here I'm telling you to not spawn it, but I do want to spawn it no matter what. So I actually don't want to do any of this test. I want to spawn it no matter what. The difference is I'll basically make it invisible If it's not supposed to be there. Okay, that didn't work. Yeah, that is. Okay, that doesn't work. Okay, I got other ways. So we check if, based off of its player, what we can do is based on whether it's player. You think that's how you found me from a YouTube tutorial? I mean, I imagine so. I imagine most people found me for a YouTube tutorial. Good old PCG. Good old PCG. I wanted to do, if it's player, we'll do a select. Okay, based on it's a player, check if this is equal to 0. Or check if this is equal to 0. If it's true for either one of those, well, I guess we just do a set at in-game to be this. Well, I guess we need to do, if this is 0, which is true, oh yeah, then this should just be that. And then what we can do is get health bar opponent. Plug that in instead. And the reason we do that is because I'm going to put all of this in a function. Set mini health bar visibility. Okay. Let's see. It printed the word hello, but I don't have the health bar. It gave me no errors. Why no work? What mining did I do? I did some mining off stream. I showed it off at the beginning of the stream. I've showed it off in a little bit as well. I did some stuff off stream, basically. Nothing major. Just some casual quote-unquote mining. False. So that should be... Oh, wait. False. Oh, hold on a second. I think I understand the problem. It's because I'm not resetting this. I'm not getting this again. So what we need to do is promote this to a variable. User settings. No, not local variable. Promote to variable. Settings JSON file. So then we can take you. Just duplicate this here real quick. And then do one of these. Collapse this to a function. Get applied settings. Because I wasn't getting the applied settings. Right here. So I wasn't actually updating the value at all. Which is kind of important. Is there a way to do a smooth color change on a progress bar without casting to something else, since you can't do a lerp on a widget? Why not? Why can't you do a lerp on a widget? You absolutely can. Yeah, you absolutely can. Where's my player? Where's the stamina? I need to reset this back to what it was. So for example, like if you look at the stamina, right, you'll see after a moment it will smoothly go up. Yeah, smoothly going up. I assume that's all you want, right? So is that the Venn graph? Stamina timer. Yeah, so I just have this. I just have a timer. And I'm just adjusting the value. And then I have just a simple function here that has a reference to that HUD, and I'm just setting the value. That's all. So I'm just, it's on a timer. You could do it on a lerp too, but timer I found was easier for what I needed. Because I just need it to be filled up. But you could absolutely just lerp. You just need to do a lerp, or sorry, like an R interp, or I guess it would be like F interp, would just need to be done on a tick instead of this. But otherwise, if you want to do your own custom one, you just do it on a timer. And then you just say, hey, have it stop at a certain amount. Clamp it at the amount you need it to be, or something like that. And then you're good to go. Okay, let's see. Hey, I have a red bar. Okay. I have a green bar. It's working. Blue. Teal. Uh-huh. Purple. Yellow, yeah! It works! And then we can turn it off. And then if we go into the game, we can see the mining that I did off stream. So there's the mobs down there. They have no health bars. If we go to enemy health bar red. Ah, they did not get the health bars. Why did they not get the health bars? Why did they not get the health bars? Oh, I know why they didn't get the health bars. They should have red health bars right now. Yeah. So the reason they didn't get the health bars, obviously, is because I put I put this in the player, not in the parent. I should have put this in the parent. That's why. Yeah, that's fine. Create a variable for this. Delete that. And then character stats. We might need to fix some stuff here now. No, still fine. No, still fine. Yeah, so there's a joke where people do some mining off stream when they play Minecraft. And when they do the mining off stream, they come back with tons of stuff that everyone assumes they cheated in. Or just not off stream, it's off camera. It's like this. So I did some, mining off camera, right? And then, oh, I just got some diamonds. I just did some mining off camera, And now just a little casual mining off camera, that kind of stuff. So that's the joke. So I made, right, this all off camera. So these guys all have red health bars now. If I come here and change this to none, they still have health bars. Why do they still have health bars? Because am I done with the city stuff? I mean, that was just all temporary. So is this, but this one's closer to what I actually want. So the reason why that's happening is because I'm getting the event from the widget. And then the widget is sending it to the player. Specifically. Yeah, player pawn. Can I do get owner of player pawn? Could I do this?
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
No. So really, I guess we need to use an event dispatcher. Right, I need to use an event dispatcher and listen to it instead. And then I think I can do it from all of them, but we need to cast to the menu. There's gotta be a better way of doing this. If I did an event dispatcher, test dispatcher, and then it had an input of options menu, right? So that means to get to it, yeah, I couldn't do this, so I need to do a cast to why can't? Oh, because it's not options menu. It'll be from here. There's the pause menu, which don't need to cast the pause menu. But this failed. Right, didn't this fail? Oh, no, it succeeded. So I could do this, but... Can I do this? I should be able to do this, actually. Easy pause means it's not inherited from the HUD class. Oh, because it's not a HUD. Is that what the problem? Yeah, it's not a HUD because the main menu is the HUD. But I don't want to... Okay. Maybe what's the timeline you couldn't add to the widget? To use alpha to lerp? You can only do timelines in the event graph. If you're trying to put it inside a function, you can't do that. I've never tried to put a timeline in a widget, though. So I can't speak on that. So the problem is... I might as well put it back here. It's having it on the root, so we can undo enough. Yeah, there. The problem is all my enemies do not have a reference to this. Is there another thing to plug into the alpha of a lerp? What do I mean? An alpha of a lerp is just how much the 0 to 1 value of like between the two. If it's 0, it's the top one. If it's 1, it's the bottom one. If it's 0.5, it's a mix between the two. It's in between the two, right? And then you just go 0 to 1, and then you transition from one to the other. That's all lerp is. That is all. I think this is one of those things I should wait for the owner of the plugin for, because I'm going around a little bit in circles. And the way I'm doing it, I don't like. Because if I need to get this reference in other places, it's going to be a headache. That it was a math thing to do with timing? What, lerp? Lerp just goes between. Lerp is just literally, as it says, interpolates between A and B on alphas. 100% of A when alpha is 0, 100% of B when alpha is 1. That's it. That's all lerp is. So if you want to lerp between two things, you just, yeah, you use lerp. They're often, a lot of times used in materials, but like if you want to do like over time, like there's if interp2, which allows you to interpolate between one to another value based off an interpretation speed, so you can go faster or slower. So that you don't need a timeline or anything, you just do this, but you need to do this on tick. This is designed for tick, or you can do your custom thing. There's a lot of ways to do it. You got many options. Well, we managed to do it for the player, not for enemies. if I figure out a way of... We need to figure out a way of getting this reference without needing like the player, basically. Because I can't just... Normally I would just like cast to the blueprint. But if I don't open the options menu, then I don't have a reference to it. And so it'll happen the next time. Maybe I just need to sleep. I don't know. Either that or sleep. I don't know. Who knows? But I think that's gonna do it for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna go and edit tomorrow's video because I can tell I'm getting tired, and I gotta freaking edit the 5.7 roadmap for tomorrow because I forgot to do that yesterday. Good job, me. So, hope you all have a lovely rest of your night, and we'll continue tomorrow. Have a good night, guys. Bye-bye.